a lot of these people's first ever gig. So you've got to be extra loving and extra supportive, alright? So don't sit there doing that. Just add a little noise, like, okay, so don't sit there looking supportive, just let it out, and because that helps them feel confident and then they'll perform better. I also drink lots of alcohol. Who's drinking? Okay, you need to really up that level because everything's really funny when you're pissed, alright? So drink heavily, we'll get you some shots. If you don't drink, tonight's the night, start drinking. If you haven't had a drink for a few years, come off the wagon tonight, it's a special night, alright? I want everyone to relax, have a good time. We've got some brilliant comedians, many of them I've worked with, so I'm very excited. Now, it's not about me, I wish it was, but it's not about me. So Tash is going to come to the stage now and continue the pre-comedy presentation. So let's make Tash welcome now as she comes to the stage.
Thank you, Tom Ward, rocking the Blockbusters cap. Somebody has to. Thanks. Okay. I forgot I had to try and be funny. I'm too tired to try and be funny, but if you want to laugh at anything I say, that would be great. So, thank you, friends and family, and maybe the odd member of the public who hasn't got anything to do on a Monday night. Thank you for coming out on a Monday night. Thank you for coming out in the freezing cold. I don't know if anyone has come out this evening, but if you have, well done. Big up yourselves. Okay, so this is Virgin on Funny. This evening might be like having sex for the first time. It may hurt, but hopefully it won't stop you coming again. Okay. So I run Head Held High, we're a social enterprise, we've been going for 8 years, I'm bloody knackered, and the reason I do this is because I help people bring out, hopefully, the best of themselves, so they're not dominated by limited self-beliefs. Can anyone relate to that? You, sir, you look like you can be dominated by limited self-beliefs. Don't. I want you to break through it, okay? So one of our courses is Stand Up For Yourself. People meet on a Monday, and by Friday they are performing live stand-up comedy. People, can you believe this? Please give them a round of applause. So it's all about digging deep into your life, into the tragedy, into the darkness of your life to find the funny, to reveal the bigger person, because there is a bigger person in all of us, apparently. So I've had a drink, I wasn't going to, but there you go. I might end up being sick, I haven't drunk for a while, but hopefully not. Visually it could be quite entertaining. My one friend is looking at me really judgmentally, but anyway, let's go. I'm glad you came, thank you. I don't know if you have come, but you will come by the end of the evening. So yeah, it's all about bringing out the comedy in the darkness. So, like for instance, I don't know, have you ever met anyone when you just know, you can feel it in your heart, your soul, everywhere, and you know, this is the man I'm going to end up a single parent with. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. I really liked his cool baggy shirt. I thought it was from H&M. Turns out it was from HMP. It's true. We did have one thing in common. We both like to role play. So yeah, it was the one thing that kept us going for those 3 weeks before I got pregnant. But anyway, yeah, we like to role play. He used to pretend I was a mute psychiatric nurse from Sardinia who could only communicate with her tongue. I used to pretend I liked him. Yeah, my mum was really pleased when I said I'm having a baby with a graffiti artist. She thought it was Banksy. I said it could be. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, so yeah, I've been running this course for about 8 years. I'm very, very pleased that these people have been brave and courageous to come out tonight, and occasionally we get the odd person that actually wants to take it professionally. And to open this evening, I'm very, very proud. I'm also holding in a burp, but hopefully that won't come out. I'm very proud to introduce this person. They are one of the 2 people tonight who have taken the comedy world by storm, or rather the open mic scene, not as glamorous, but I'm very proud of them. Should we get this party started? Before I carry on, I just want to say people do have their scripts in hand. Tonight was the first time many of them have held a mic before, so let's be all loving, all supportive. But this person's done a few gigs. Please put your hands together. Remember their name, Roe Dodgson in the house!
I'm Roe. I identify as non-binary. Some people think I identify as Ed Sheeran, which makes me identify as really pissed off. I'm part of the LGBT community, but it's not just LGBT anymore. The only way I can remember it is to go LGBTQIA plus star. I can't be asked. I thought the whole point of an acronym is to make it shorter. I mean, non-binary still isn't in there. Let's add another couple letters to really fuck with straight people's heads. And gay people's heads, and bisexual people's heads, and trans people's heads. God, I'm going to leave some people out here. Oh. And you think with LGBT, when you're in, you're in. But you're wrong. I can guarantee the same level of categorization and bullshit that straight people deal with also happens in my world. People ask me, are you gay? How gay? Do you own more than 7.5 checked shirts? I own 3. Do you have a silly dog? No. Are you vegan for no reason? No. Well, your application to join the acronym has been denied. Reapply when you're gayer. So I came out as not being very gay at all. But there's always room for newcomers. I think a first-time gay is a bit like someone trying to put together a shelf from IKEA. I mean, I've read the instructions and I've got the thing, but I still have no idea what goes where, or what end to use, or what bit goes in what hole. Screw it, or not. I'm 19, if you hadn't guessed. Why would you guess? I look about 4. I'm turning 20 next year, and I've already got my date booked at the Kids Soft Play area. You know the one with all those colourful plastic balls to make up for the pair that I don't have? Ah, you weren't sure, were you? But now you know. Being non-binary and ginger is a recipe for getting asked really stupid questions, like, does the carpet match the drapes? I mean, yes, but why are you asking me about furnishings? Ask my mum, that's her thing. But people are curious and so polite. This one guy came up to me. Oh, he was too polite. He says, excuse me, can I ask you what your actual genitals are? Of course. Let me just check. I mean, it changes every day. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, today I've got one of these. Any other questions? I've got a question. Why do my genitals matter so much to people? It's not like you're going to be making conversation with them. Oh, hi, Ro, and genitals. How are you doing today? Yeah, thought not. Moving on. My therapist always feels better about her life after seeing me. She's my 9th therapist, and we get on really well, but she gets a bit funny when I talk about my ex-therapists. She keeps wanting to know how long we were together, who left who. Oh, she's so paranoid. I told her they were just casual relationships. None of them were long-term. Not like you. Talking of therapy, I spent time in a psychiatric ward. I can feel a bit of discomfort in the room. Yeah? I can feel a bit of discomfort in the room. Don't worry about me. I've got a team of people who are professionally worried about me. Incidentally paid for by your tax money. Any taxpayers in the room? Yeah? Woo! Thanks, you pay for my therapy, drink your wine, I'm fine. So, psych ward. It was great. I finally found some normal people. Inedible food, unwatchable DVDs. I learned that the wall around the place just stopped the staff from running away. But it did get 5 stars on TripAdvisor. It was supposed to be a secure unit, but all the people I met there were really insecure. One day, the nurses raised the alarm. They were like, "Oh my God, there's a kid on the fence." Yeah, that's me. I was sitting on the fence. I'm non-binary, that's what we do. I was trying to escape, but I took one look at the streets of Newham and decided I'd be better off staying in. They did set me free in the end, just in time for COVID. Thank God I didn't miss the show. I've been Ed Sheeran, you've been great, good night.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Ro. I forgot to say, we run this course in partnership with charity Mind, and also there's a few residents who are from Islington Council, so you can guess which one of us have mental health issues. I would say all of us. That was Ro Dodgson. Are we ready for more? Please put your hands together for the one and only Honor Fitzmaurice.
Hello everyone, how are we today? You alright? First though, I want to apologise. I have just come from work. I don't always walk around with guacamole on my tits. I do work at TGI Fridays, don't know if you've heard of it. The place where dreams go to die, as I like to call it. You see, I just graduated a drama degree after 3 years, and I fulfilled my lifelong dream of becoming a full-time waitress. I really nailed it. You know, I know all my lines, you know, would you like any more cutlery? Do you need any more refills? Are you my real dad? You know, that sort of shtick, you know how it is. But you know, when I'm at TGI's, when I'm not doing my service as well as I can, I'm usually serenading rudely a room full of strangers, happy birthday. Of course, 2 happy birthdays, not just one, because TGI's had to really drill it in them. They're so fucking original. But interestingly, the suicide attempts of TGI employees skyrocketed last year. And no, I know you're thinking, oh, coronavirus is hard on everyone. No, I'm talking about how many fucking times we had to sing that song a day. Jesus. But you know, I've got to cut it some slack. TGI's does come with some things I enjoy, and I especially enjoy the tremendous eye candy that comes walking through the door. It is a massive change from looking into the eyes of my TGI employees who are currently dead behind the eyes and dead below the waist. It's all in the contracts. Speaking of eye candy, I've had a recent revelation about myself. You see, I used to think I was a bit asexual. No, completely asexual. But now, all of a sudden, I realise I'm a bit of an asexual being, you know. And no, despite what many may think, I'm not into the lady folk. I'm not into bestiality or incest anymore. Oh no, I'm talking about men. Oh yeah, I'm talking about men. You see, I don't know what happened to me. One day, I was dry as the Sahara Desert down there. And then all of a sudden, it's like a sexy switch was flipped in my body. And now all of a sudden, the scent of a man makes everything in my body just stand up to attention. It's like the other day, I had a bit of an experience. I was nearly mugged. And you know what? I really fucking enjoyed it. You know, it was quite a thrilling experience. It was one of those ride-by robberies, you know. He put his hand over my shoulder, sexy I know, grabbed my hand and tried to take my phone. And I was like, oh, who's this? Oh, he's awakening something in me. It was just the first time in my life I had been seen. It was just so masculine how he approached it. He saw what he wanted and he went and got it. You see, I love that in a man. I love that. That is the best quality in a man. You know, some people might say he's dangerous. I call him ambitious. But no, don't worry, I didn't lose my phone. Luckily, when he grabbed my hand to grab my phone, I grabbed his hand back and I looked him dead in the eye and I went, I'm free Mondays and Thursdays. And baby, you can take me for a ride anytime. Bow chicka wow wow! So, long story short, the police were called on me for alleged harassment. Cheeky fucking bastard. Didn't even get a date out of it. Jesus Christ. But don't feel too bad for me. Not all my experiences with men are shambolic. Okay. There was this one experience the other day. I was out at an event, because you know I'm an adult now. We event. We don't party. We go out eventing. So I saw this Irish guy at the bar talking in an Irish accent, you know, like the way Irish people do. And we got talking, and all of a sudden we were making out. It was really hot, really erotic, you know. And we made our way to the dance floor. And you know, it might have been Murder on the Dance Floor playing, but I'll tell you, there was foreplay on the dance floor playing that night. And it was, you know, it was really hot. It was really heavy and a bit sweaty, but in a sexy way, you know. And all eyes were on me, you know. And I loved it. It was brilliant. And you know what? It didn't even matter that it was at my nan's funeral. I mean, Grandad nearly had a heart attack, but I guess it didn't have the situation that the guy I was making out with was also my cousin. But what can I say? I just fucking love family parties. Right, thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely lovely. And if anybody's looking for a cheap and easy date and a 50% discount at TGI Fridays, I'll be waiting for you at the bar.
Honor Fitzmaurice! I think you're the Honor Fitzmaurice crew, aren't you, over there? Do you all work at TGI Fridays? No, never. She's great, isn't she? She's a natural, absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's keep this love. Let's keep this love, keep these vibes going. This is the first time this man's appeared on stage. Please, can you welcome? Sorry, the wonderful Charlie Gilbert!
Hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you tonight? Just let your necks adjust. My name is Charlie. To dress the elephant in the room, or rather the giraffe, I'm 6'9". And before you start shouting things out, because I know you want to say, I do get asked a lot of questions. One of them is, oh, do you play basketball? To which I respond, no. Are you a sumo wrestler? Yeah, they don't like that. Another question I get asked all the time is, oh bro, you must get like 7, 8 girls at a time. And I say, only if I can afford that many. My student loan doesn't stretch that far. No, but I just find it weird that people think that because my legs are long, I must get loads of girls. Because the truth is, for the first 18 years of my life, I didn't go near one. So, naturally, my parents concluded I was gay. But they thought the best way of handling it was, instead of asking to see if I was gay, they told me I was gay. Which is weird because I didn't even fit in my closet. they're religious Jews. Even weirder. I'm just sitting in my room all day doing, whatever, teenage boy stuff, and they come marching in, they're just like, Charlie, we need to talk. I'm like, what is it, Dad? And they're just like, listen, son, we know you're gay. I'm not gay. No. You're gay. I don't like penis. And it's a phase, you'll get over it. It's like broccoli all over again, isn't it? So then I got annoyed that my parents were suppressing my sexuality. So then I thought, you know what? I could actually use it. I could use it to spice up my character and get me girls for the first time in my life. Because a girl doesn't like anything better than a gay best friend. So I thought, why don't I just try and camp it up? So I did. And the women loved me, but not in that way. Because they actually tried to set me up with their actually gay male friends. So I was in a very unique situation, and I wasn't going to blow it. I was like, you know what? People these days are very expressive about their sexuality and their gender, and as a straight man, I wanted to see what it was about. So I thought I'd go as an undercover gay man, but I couldn't just wing it, no. I had to do my research into it. So I got into fashion. It's a work in progress, I admit. I also watched Brokeback Mountain 7 times. Yeah, and I planned the most phenomenal date ever. We were going to go into town to see Mamma Mia, and then we'd ride horses on the beach into the sunset. Okay, we're in town, so maybe not horses, like large dogs. Maybe not the beach, but like the Thames. It's good enough for the first day, I guess. Anyway, yeah, but so I got all this planned, and I was so excited, but Corona hit, and all my research, everything down the drain. I was so bored last year, I was like, fuck it, I'm a Jew. Why did I just go to Israel? So I did that. I went to a Jewish college in Israel. It was okay. But it was weird that I decided to do that, being honest, in retrospect, because I'm an atheist. I never believed in any of that kind of stuff, So the rabbis did not like me because of that. I mean, not that I'm thinking the whole gay thing. I mean, they're rabbis, they're not going to like gay people, but I was an atheist and they didn't like that either. So it was kind of a weird experience, but something good did happen. I finally met a girl who didn't think I loved penis, which was great. And she was incredible. She was smart, she was funny, she had a massive wallet, which is great because I hate paying. And yeah, it was just such a good experience. She loved all of my nerdy shit. She loved the fact that I was obsessed with Doctor Who. She loved the fact that I read comic books. Or that I jack off into a Wonder Woman sock, but I'm not proud of that one. So, yeah, but honestly, it didn't last. No, the truth is we had nothing in common, apart from, codependency and being extremely horny. But it is what it is, but it was still, it was a great 3-week relationship. It was the best 3 weeks of my life. And I've got to tell you one thing, after all of it ended, and there was all the heartbreak of a 3-week relationship, I just realised something to myself. I just thought, you know what? It might actually be easier to be gay. And if I'm being honest, she did have a penis. Thank you everyone, I've been
He's like the Jewish 6'9" atheist son I've always wanted. How are you enjoying the show? I feel like a proud mother right now. Are we ready for more? This may be the shortest comedy show. I don't even know if we need a break. Please put your hands together. First time on stage, live at Radicals, Islington, Upper Street. I think we're in Upper Street. Put your hands together for Jake Eisman Renyard. What a name!
Hi everyone, I'm Jake.
Woo!
Oh, off to a good start already, that's great, thanks. Everyone's got some sort of issues, but whether they get diagnosed can be another story. Me, I've had 2 different diagnoses, but due to the strength of the meds they got me taking, I can't remember the names of them. Although I do remember, that's one of the reasons I wanted to become an actor, is so I could be somebody I'm not and escape reality, as a great alternative to drinking or taking psychedelic drugs. But it hasn't always gone smoothly. I was filming a web series earlier this year, and I was pissed off with my director, and I'd made my feelings about this perfectly clear to the others. Well, then I felt guilty. I thought, the way you've been behaving, they're going to think you're just a spoilt little diva. Now, I know diva might not be the first thing that you think of if you see me. You might think of a diva as more, well, I'm too good for the chorus. Oh, you said I should quit show business. How could you? See, I can be somebody I'm not. Although I was told I reminded somebody of Flash Gordon. I've been compared to a blonde Clark Kent, or even a blonde Will Smith. And I was flattered. I thought, Will Smith is epic, but do I look anything like him? Get jiggy with it. I said I'm too good for the chorus. Anyway, where was I? So, thinking that the rest of the cast would be more understanding about my behaviour if I told them what my diagnoses are, I posted them in the WhatsApp group, only to have the director phone me up almost immediately, demanding I take them down. Now, the irony is, our web series was about real people who died for practicing free speech. He went on, I thought I told you not to bring your issues to the group. Charming. I'm pretty sure he's dyslexic. Do you think I'd have been allowed to tell him not to bring his dyslexia to the group? Or if somebody had broken their leg, maybe they were stupid enough to break a leg too literally, he wouldn't tell them, leave your bad leg outside. And I dread to think what he'd have said if someone had an STD. And I've also seen many different counsellors over the years. New Year I'm going to be seeing somebody from Mind in Haringey, even though I've always lived in Barnet. Mind in Barnet heard my GPs in Haringey. They told me in so many words, your Haringey's case, get lost. How's that for a borough whose motto is putting the community first? But maybe it's just as well I'm not going back to having therapy with Barnet, because I had family therapy with them years back. Our sessions were put on hold for more than a year, which I assume is because the therapist was seeing a therapist herself. I remember the first session back, she called us in from the waiting room. Oh, sorry, have you been waiting long? Nearly 2 years, I told her. And there's so many points I wanted to raise that I never got a chance to, like how I struggled to get over things. Boots the Chemist had a seasonal promotion with the slogan, have summer like you're 7 again. I thought, fuck that, no, I had a shit summer when I was 7. I do not want to relive that. Apart from when my family went camping, our tent was washed away in a rainstorm in the night. Car broke down on the way home in a village called Upper Wallop, a name the parents said they found funny for about the first 30 seconds anyway. And I went to the cinema with my friend's family that summer to see Old Dogs Go to Heaven. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's about a dog, believe it or not, called Charlie, who dies and comes back from the dead. Now, I think it's a really cool movie now, but as a 7-year-old, I was practically traumatised, especially at the end. Like, Charlie, do you think I'll ever see you again? Well, goodbye isn't forever, is it? And there's this pink whippet with angel wings telling him, come on, Charlie, it's time for you to come back home. And then I was in tears, and their mum was trying to comfort me, saying, it's just a movie, it's not real. I was like, yeah, I know, it's just a movie. And their friend was laughing at me, because that's what friends are for. But did the therapist want to hear about any of this? I think she must have had a backlog of people now, because she just wanted to get my family out of the way. Blaming me because she found me easiest to blame, siding with my dad because she found him easiest to side with, but not hitting on him or anything, to give her due. And I think even the therapist could see I was having to hold myself back just to stop myself from whipping out a sink or a radiator, like this one maybe will do, and shoving it through the wall, making a run for it through the hole I'd made, which if anyone is planning a remake of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or frankly, I wanted to pick up the therapist and shove her through the wall, because I could see it was all going to go to my dad's head. It did. It didn't help us. It did as much good for my family as Jack the Ripper personally did for women's rights. Her conclusion was, the problem is that there's too many pairs of hairy legs under the table in my household, so I shaved mine. But like I say, that was a long time back. I've heard the therapist, she died quite a long time back. Yeah, it's sad. Don't get me wrong, I really am sorry she's gone. Mainly because she didn't live to see just how shit her therapy was for us. I'm Jay, hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope I've been able to get a few things off my chest too, and I'm not talking about a boob reduction, not that I need one. Thank you.
want it? What will you be prepared to do? You look like you're about to do anything, sir. You want to see more comedy? You want to see more? Okay, we're going to carry on, missus. Are you ready? She is the life force. She is the firework. She is the woman that never answers my emails. It's Trisha!
Right, so this is going to be complete and utter shit. I didn't do the writing, I didn't do the calls. I did have a good excuse though. It was because I've been shagging for 12 weeks. Gorgeous 30-year-old he was as well. I don't know where I fucking pulled him from, look at the state of me. Anyway, apparently now, officially, I'm a cougar. I don't know what sound a cougar makes, but there you go. Yeah, couldn't believe my luck, really, I have to say. It was the hottest romance I'd ever had. Felt like I was Demi Moore and what's his name, Ashton Butcher. The mates at the gym, they called me the SOS girl, sex on a Saturday and a Sunday. I was more inclined to call it my Sunday worship. Best ever altar. Forget the fucking church or the donor family. SOS is my new Bible. I had to come from the script because I didn't do the course because I was too busy shagging. Anyway, so yeah, that post-coital kebab because there was no more roast dinners from the Golden Grill of all the names in the world. Anyway, he fucking stitched me up, the bloke who works there. He says, I didn't know you had a son. Yeah, and another one, that's a fucking thing I told her as well. That's why the house. Because when I was doing that, I was cleaning to make out I didn't live in squalor because I didn't think that he'd like to shag me in squalor, which would have been the regular situation. Anyway, yeah, so one day I had too many orgasms. I nearly died of dehydration. I couldn't walk properly. So they had to take me to A&E and stick me on a drip, which was just slightly bit embarrassing when there's a COVID pandemic going on. I told him I looked like John Wayne, that was my joke. Fucking cunt didn't get it, because he didn't know who I was, too young. So for 12 weeks I was riding high, thought I was like Demi Moore, going up the lift in the council block, past 69, I thought she'd never fucking had it this good, did she? So yeah, then I've had the school friends to deal with, they've been a bit on the jealous side, because they've all got like irritated vaginas. Arguing with their other irritation, their husbands. Meanwhile, I've turned into a word I can't say, an insatiable bore. Apparently it's to do with an increase of testosterone. So I'm one of the lucky ones, apparently. Everyone else is moaning about menopause, I'm fucking bringing it on, right? So anyway, everyone's saying menopause, I'm more like meno bring it on. So the moral of the story is, my friends, you really just do not know what's round the corner. There was some heartbreak, I have to admit. But that did pass. I was never convinced he was the gift that was going to keep on giving. But I'll take the gift for what it was. Anyway, he's dead now. I killed him with my vagina. Well, that's what the death certificate says. My name's Trish. Thank you. Goodbye.
She tells me. I'm so glad you just did that and performed tonight. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna keep going now. We are gonna keep going. We've got a few more performers. This guy, we've done about 67,000 Zooms. He's got his crew here. Are you all from Croydon? Are you old enough to be here? Yeah, they are. Okay. This is going to be an experience. Please put your hands together for the one and only Cameron Peary.
Let's go. No masterpiece. One baby look like a masterpiece. Looking for a drop like an athlete. Hey, big drip, what you call it? I check your water. You got a cap, can't afford.
Wow. It's great to be here. Thank you, seriously, for everyone coming to see me, the one and only. Seriously though, now you'll be pleased to know I am bisexual. So, that means I am into man them and a girl them. So, don't worry, you all have a chance with me. But you just have to wait till I turn 18. If you want to chat, you'll be surprised to know though, that I am single. Lovely, I am single. I just had to resort to a dating app called tryabuy.com. Similar to Grindr, but just more inappropriate pictures. If you want though, you can go check it out. You can ask Tash, she's on there. Not that anyone will be responding. Poor girl. No, but in the 3 months that I've been on this app, boy, I met some serious weirdos. You know them big hefty men, just lying to themselves, married by the way. I just met this one rich guy. We're on our third date to Nando's and he goes, yeah, you're looking peng still, Lengers. And you know, like I do my little nervous giggle after I'm like, and I say, thanks. Next thing he says is, listen, yeah, I'll kiss you, but, I ain't no gay. Yeah, I'm no gay. Bro, I almost choked to my rice, bro. What the fuck? And he said, I'll touch one boo, but I ain't touching two. Listen, and the last thing he says, this doesn't just occur to me, this has happened to every single one of you at this point. I don't care. He went, this is never gonna happen again. This is, my guy, this is like the third date now. Like, come on, stop lying. Now, imagine this is the same guy that decides to bring me, or drags me right to GAY, coincidentally, in Leicester Square. And before I can even get my ID out, this man's already pushing me against the wall. Like, sing, bitch. What? Why did you? Bro, as I went. Sorry, let me restart that one again. So I went, sing, bitch, sing Beyonce, say my name. Say my name to me, brother. You stroke my beard, stroke everything. I was like, yo. So I'm here having my little gay panic. Say my name, say my name. No man's around. Say, baby, I love you. Listen. So, after that, she grabs me by my hand and pulls me close to my face. And she's like, now say my name. I'm like, fuck. What's his name? So I inspected him. Trainers, Air Force Ones, Fleece. Tyrone? Luckily it turns out it was Tyrone. Yeah, but things just got weird, man. Wanted me to go meet his kids. Bruv, they're all my age. So I just wanted to go home after that, obviously. You know, go home, just sit down, you know, with my little pet husky and just enjoy the time, play Call of Duty with my friend Leon over there, you know, and just like drink my little hot chocolate out of my little Power Rangers cup, you know. So I told Tyrone, sorry, I'm not gay, man. The thing is, basically, right, my dad just wanted me to get out of the house more, so just wanted to try new things out, do you know what I mean? So we held hands. I took charge and I said, right, it's our 3 seconds of recuperation just to gain our straightness back. Because I know it's in there, we just haven't searched hard enough. Bro, the things have worked out after a ride between me and Tyrone, you know. We're getting a bit of couple counselling. We're getting more hetero by the minute. You may be looking at me thinking, why is this young, sexy, sweet piece of caramel, 6'1", don't worry, I'm not trying to get any competition. You know, with some nasty crosses, complicated themselves, these crosses, men, complicated. But I've got two answers for you there. One, they're actually paying for my tuition. Two, it's taking me Disneyland! They don't know! Honestly, man. Now, if you're thinking, why the fuck can't my dad do that? Well, I mean, he's over there. Mom told you we'd be here. Anyway, my name is King Caramel. Not bad at my birth, but here I am. Thank you, you've all been great. Love you all.
17 years old. Put your hands together. Cameron Curry, 17 years old. You saw it here first. Cameron is the guy that just says yes to everything. He's fantastic. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, this next young lady, she's done 2 hours with me. She hasn't even done a course. Met her in Camden a couple of weeks ago. She was like, Tash, I'll give this a go. She's a beautiful girl. She's very courageous. Show her some love and support. She's our penultimate act. Put your hands together for the beautiful Sabina!
Hi everyone, I'm Sabina.
Hi!
So I've got something really important to tell you. For 4 weeks now, I've been running around Sainsbury's, you know, the big one in Camden, like a maniac. 4 weeks. I go there 3 times a week, and 3 p.m. It's my strategy. I go all the time, and still nothing. Empty shelves. I'm looking for instant potato flakes. And I know you think, I'm not talking about Smash. No, not Smash. I'm talking about Sainsbury's own label potato flakes. My stress levels have gone through the roof. So much so that I'm actually, this is a true story, I'm actually taking propranolol for anxiety. Yeah, lol. Not lol. You know, I'm a very reasonable person. You know, I like to think I take life on the chin. So, but you know, for example, like when I found out that my doting boyfriend, who I was seeing for 5 years, was cheating on me for 2.5 years with his MILF motherfucking manager. I was pretty good about it. Yeah, more the merrier, for the woman. Until I realised that they didn't want me involved. But trying to find Sainsbury's own brand dried potato flakes, this has been the real hurt in my life. I never felt pain quite like it. And, you know, but I keep going back. Every week I still keep going back to Sainsbury's just to face disappointment. And you might think, you know, I'm into that kinky kind of stuff. It's not the kinky kind of pain. I don't get off on it. This really hurts. You know, I've also been hallucinating, I think. I've been waking up in the middle of the night, you know, thinking I actually own a packet of mashed potato. I woke up the other night and I'd gone to the kitchen cupboard, opened it up, thinking I'll see a packet there, only to find my lipstick vibrator, a broken vibrator. I keep meaning to get fixed, and no instant mash. So now, not only do I have no mash, I have no orgasms either. Where is the joy, people? Where is the fucking joy? And my friends, you know, they've had enough of me by now, and they keep saying to me, Spina, why don't you just use real potato? And I keep shouting at them, no, because it's not the same. I need it for my shepherd's pie experiment. You know, I need dry potato. Real potato just doesn't work, it gets soggy. Everyone knows that. Need dry potato. Who wants soggy shepherd's pie? I don't. Right. Anyway. Also, what these idiots don't actually realise is that mashed potato has saved my life. I am actually here today because of mashed potato. I'll tell you why. You know, you see, when I was at university, I practically lived off the stuff, and you know, and it was there. It was always there for me in times of crisis, like a good friend. And after every horrible breakup, when I couldn't eat, you know, it was about the only thing that was going down. So you could say I owe my life to mashed potato, you know. So if anyone here knows anyone that can get their hands on any, you know, I'd really like to know. I've got cash. I pay cash up front. Good money, you know. Anything you like. Even though I live in Camden, I'm willing to come up to Islington. I heard you guys have got good dealers around here. Yeah, feel free to Snapchat me, yeah, and we can arrange a time and a place for drop-off. Thank you.
Well done! Okay, people, have you enjoyed our show? Have you guessed who's got mental health issues yet? Yeah? Okay, we have our last performer now, and she is one of two of tonight's performers who has actually gone out there and taken up stand-up, which just warms my heart, and I'm proud of this girl. I want you to put your hands together. It's the final act, the one and only, and she really is the one and only, Slim Boom!
Wow. Keep making noise, people. I asked for the noise because I'm trying to go deaf so I can get on disability living allowance. Because the comedy isn't paying. It's not, Tash. And you said it would. So, no, listen. You said it would, Tash. You said it would. So what are you going to do about it, Tash? What are you going to do? Okay.
Keep going.
We'll talk about it after, Tash, alright? Anyway, that was called building the tension. That's what we're supposed to do. So Tash has only gone and got 50 Cent's lesbian stunt double. So I do hope you appreciate it. He couldn't be here. And 50 Cent was huge early 2000s. He was huge. Does everyone remember? He was like the Drake of back then. So I'm almost relevant. And Tash assured me, you know Tash is a G. Tash assured me I wouldn't be the only lesbian performing tonight. I said I'm not going on stage. I don't want to be a token, right? So what she did was she got that fucked up haircut. She said to the hairdresser, "Give me that asymmetrical bar. You know the one that Rachel used to have." Anyway, so she went to hairdressers for the blind. So that's what happened. Anyway, so rewind a little bit. Everyone was fantastic. I shouldn't be the headline, I don't think, but everyone was wicked. Shabina, everyone was wicked. The audience has been wicked. And I say that to hide the fact that I'm holding a piece of paper. But this paper is a shopping list. I've been the person buying all the dried potato. it's not the jokes. I'm a professional. I remember everything off the dome. Anyway, so to assure everybody, I've got a nice and clean and short set for you tonight. Much like a lesbian's fingernails before the first date. And you see, I can say that. I can say that because where's my proof? Where's my proof? Proof is deep down. Okay. Well, I'm a dental dam carrying member of the LGBT community. This is the pinnacle of lesbian sex. I found this on the floor. I don't know how many LGBTites have we got in here? LGBTs. So the rest of you are traumatized for your whole life. So I'm going to break down the LGBT acronym for you. Okay, so it's L. L stands for let's. Okay. G stands for grab, right? Sometimes you've got to grab life by the nuts or the tits. B stands for big, right? What does T stand for? Stands for telephones, right? Fucking dirty cunts. This is I wasn't supposed to plug this, but a really good phone, Redmi Note 10, 5G, £100. So, get back to the shopping list. So, yeah, people think being a dyke is easy, 2 women, it's not. I had a really tough time in school, the kids used to bully me. This is a bit of London geographical punnery. They used to bully me in school, they said, Slim, when you leave school, when you grow up, you're going to move to Turndyke Lane. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So, I moved to Seven Sisters. And I've used the devil down on all of them. So, yeah, back to school. Careers advisor was a cunt. She didn't understand me. I say cunt, but if you don't like cunt, then you're missing out. She said, Slim, what do you want to do when you leave school? So I said, I want to go home and sleep with Mariah Carey. That's my soundtrack. She kicked me out of the room and I got suspended. I'm like, well, I can't fucking win them all. So, got a bit quiet in here. I just want to say, I have identified myself as a lesbian, so if you don't laugh, it's a hate crime. Just so you know the police are outside. Anyway, lesbian dating is a bit dodgy. Went out, dating, everyone talks about dating, a lot of comparable stuff tonight, a lot of dating. So, went out with a Muslim girl the other day. Do we have any Muslims in the room? Proud, and I love it. But I wouldn't do it again. Okay? Wouldn't. You can call me Islamophobic, I don't care. So blind date, met this chick, right? She was corny as shit. She handed me a steak and said, halal meat, to introduce myself. That was for you. That was for you. So yeah. So anyway, I did eat her out. But, no, stop. I'm a vegetarian, right? But as a vegetarian, you don't always get all the iron. So, she was a good supplement. So, I don't know if we've got any other lesbians here, have we? Okay, cool. That's good that we don't, because they're bitches. But, unless you know one, they're lovely. You can't trust, I don't trust women. I'm a bit of a red pill lesbian. Went on another date, because I'm looking for love, with a lass from Peckham. She said there would be a bucket up here. Anyway, from Peckham, I know. And she lied to me, because all women lie. You're laughing, but it's fucking true. They all lie. And she said to me, she was playing with my fucking nipples at the table, very classy. She said to me, Slim, I'm outdoorsy. Turned out the bitch was homeless. Talk about semantics, right? But I should have known that she was homeless. She had missing toes, kind of like a human pigeon. But I'm not anti-poverty, and I'm not anti-digits on the feet. I'm just a bit lactose intolerant. That was for free, that one. That was free. I put my shopping list away as if I've memorised anything. I haven't. But yeah, I'm not anti-poverty. I grew up really poor. So poor, one Christmas we had a car air freshener for the Christmas tree. It's fucked up. I was so poor, if I wasn't born a female, I'd have had nowhere to keep my hands warm. Now that is poverty. So I think we're going to talk about my endeavours. I code as well. I code a bit of programming part-time because Tash lied to me. And so I've come up with this app. Because I love Mariah Carey and dating app. And it's an app for everyone here, and it matches you with people way out of your league. People that make you a bit scared, right? And I've got a great name for it. I've called it intimidating. This is a bit interactive. Is everyone ready to join in and think and shout? It's Christmas after all, and it's never a Christmas party without the COVID particles flying everywhere. What do you call a really altruistic and giving lesbian? Anyone? What? Fucking give it a try. Okay, you're not playing. Ellen DeGeneres. Wow. What did Michael Jackson say when he burnt his hand cooking? Macaulay Culkin, please bend over. No, listen. Stop. That's disgusting. But anyway, Michael Jackson's my third cousin, and we're really close. I swear down. Before his death, I was with him, and he said, "Slim Bim Bim." Slim. He said, "Slim Bim Bim." He said, no, he did say that. That's all he used to fucking say. He couldn't shut him up. He said, "Slim Bim Bim, I got a new idea for a boy band." I was like, "Okay, Michael, that's cute. You know, you're getting a bit older. You might want to retire soon." He said, "Yeah, it's a boy band, and I want to name it kind of similar to an old boy band that was rocking and popping in the 90s." And so I said, "Okay, cool. What are you gonna call it?" He said, "New Kids on the Cock." I might as well put this mic down now. Doesn't get it. It's going down. Basement, it's Friday the 13th, and guess who's playing Jason? Nicki Minaj lyric. Really good. So, I've got another corny question. I've got to ask you because you're cute, really cute. I'm not going to flirt with you, but you're kind of cute. So, why couldn't the loser get a seat on the tube?
I have no fucking idea.
Which part? Bradford, fucking love it. So what happened? Yeah, the loser couldn't get a seat on the tube because it said, "Please keep the feet off the seats." Boo me, yeah, thank you. Anyway, so that's the end of the bit that I'm never going to try again. No, I'm a sucker for punishment, so I'll do that every time. Sorry, people often ask me, right, they do, what do you do outside of comedy, other than coding? What do you do? I'm actually a tour guide, if you can believe it, right? So I had a French client called Jean-Claude the other day. He approached me and said, "Slim Bim Bim, I want you to give me the London experience." I loved it so much, he said, "Boom boom, I want more." He said, "I love London in the spring, but what does the weather do to the trees in summer? Can everyone understand me because I'm speaking French? Can you understand me? Okay? So, let me redo that in English for the people that aren't classy. He said, I love London. This is a geographical punnery. Does everyone know the tube map? He said, I love London in spring, but what does the weather do to the trees in summer? So I said, turn them green. I said, turn them green. You know turn them green? Yeah, shut up. Another one with Jean-Claude, because Jean-Claude and he pays me, so I do what he says. He said, the London girls are so difficult. They don't initiate. So I said, well, Abbey would. Abbey would. That was refreshing. That was refreshing. My shopping list. Just finished the potatoes, but no. I mean, I travel all over the country. I do travel all over the country, and the accents can fuck you up a little bit in England, can't they? Bit sus. They get a bit sus. So went to see my cousins in Liverpool, and they said, got a little cousin, about 12 years old, gorgeous, looks just like Willow Smith. As a 12-year-old, even now she's hot, but whatever. Obviously she wasn't hot as a 12-year-old because I'm not a paedophile, but hotness, right? So my aunt's like, Kelly's coming round. Bitch, who? And where? And why? Kel? I said, who? She said, Kelly? I said, what? Kelly? I said, I thought I was in prison in America. She said, no, Kelly from next door. Because they say, Kelly, this and that, don't they? Yeah, they do. I'm going to expand that bit with the help of Tom Ward, the legend. Make some noise, please. Or am I going to get some help? I don't know, is he here? Who knows? He was. His ghost is here. So one little thing that's annoying me. So in Scotland, there's a place called Inverness, right? So if I'm in Inverness, shouldn't I just say I'm in Inverness instead of in Inverness? Where are you, Slim? I'm in Inverness. Should cancel out the rest of the tomfoolery. But I've held you guys long enough. I've got one last request, if I may. And the request is, help me with my love letter to the lady that works at the local post office, if you could. Yeah? So, she's hot as fuck. Almost looks like Mariah Carey, but not as hot. So, tell me. Goes like this. Roses are red. I saw you out the front. Telling jokes out there or what? I can't hear anything. Roses are red. I saw you out the front. I wrote this ditty just to ask. Tash. Seriously. Roses are red. I saw you out the front. I wrote this ditty just to ask. Can I lick your stamps? Can I get a what? Mariah Carey, play the track, baby. Love everyone. Thank you so much. All the comedians, Pokemon, Big Swallowers, and Malarkey, Steve, Bessie, and everybody else.
That was Not Lacking in Confidence, Slim. How tense does that on some new medication. That is it, people. That is it. I can't believe it. Look, listen, let's put our hands together. Before I do my final speech, I'll make up on the spot. Please put your hands together for the fantastic road dancers! On the Vince Morris! Charlie Jake Overmarina, Trisha, keep shining, I feel like showing you on there. Cameron Perry, Sabina, and last but not least, Slim Boo Boo. I am a proud mother right now, and I just want to say thank you so much for supporting this evening. I also want to big up the ladies from Islington Council who have funded one of our courses. Thank you for bothering to come out on a Monday night. You're beautiful. You said we're happy to start drinking on Mondays. It kicks off the week nicely. They're happy as anything. I don't think anyone's here from Mind because they couldn't give a fuck, but who cares? We've got so few from better spaces. We've got Enterprise Starter who are supporting this event at the BBC. We need to keep funding this. It is so important. I am amazed at all of you. It takes a lot of courage to stand up here. Keep standing strong on your own. Keep revealing the funny, and just thank you so much for being a lovely audience. So keep drinking, keep the vibes going. Guys, I'm one proud mum right now. Thank you so much. Cue the music, somebody, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.